Another major recruiting battle has come to a close, and this one leaves Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes walking away empty-handed. In a move that sent shockwaves through the high school football world, four-star offensive lineman Deacon Schmitt, one of the top prospects in the nation, committed to the Oklahoma Sooners on Saturday, choosing the Sooners over both Alabama and his hometown team, Colorado. At 6'5", 320 pounds, Schmitt is a force on the offensive line. A standout at Windsor High School in northern Colorado, he earned first-team All-State honors after dominating from the right tackle position, leading a rushing attack that piled up nearly 3,000 yards last season. He's ranked as the #1 player in the state of Colorado for the class of 2026 and the number 31 interior offensive lineman in the country, according to 247 Sports. The big man made it official during a ceremony at his high school, surrounded by friends, family, and cameras. But he didn't just put on the Oklahoma hat, he added a little extra heat. "Boomer Sooner, horns down, baby, let's go," Schmitt said on his Instagram livestream, firing an early shot at Texas and signaling that he's already bought into the Red River Rivalry. But while Oklahoma celebrates, things are far less cheerful in Boulder. Deion Sanders and his coaching staff had made Schmitt a priority. This was their guy, homegrown, a dominant trench warrior, and exactly the kind of building block Coach Prime needs to elevate Colorado to national prominence. But once again, the Buffs come up short in the high school offensive line department. Sanders has electrified the Colorado program with flair, confidence, and celebrity status. He's flipped the narrative around the Buffaloes, turning them into one of the most talked-about programs in college football. But when it comes to locking down elite offensive line talent out of high school, it's still an uphill climb. Jordan Seaton is the lone exception. The five-star recruit shocked the country when he committed to Colorado in the previous cycle. But outside of Seaton, the Buffs have relied heavily on the transfer portal to patch up the offensive front. For 2025, Colorado has added players like Andre Roy Jr. from Maryland, Larry Johnson III from Tennessee, and Cooper Lovelace from Northwestern. Veterans who can contribute right away, but the long-term development pipeline from the high school ranks remains thin. In fact, as it stands, Colorado doesn't have a single offensive line commit for the 2026 class. That's not just a red flag, it's a warning siren, especially when top-tier local talent like Schmitt is heading out of state, and he's not alone. Northern Colorado is becoming a hotbed for Power 4 caliber offensive linemen. Schmitt joins a growing list that includes Gage Ginther, now at Tennessee, Trey Zune, a rising tackle at Texas A&M, Ethan Thomason at BYU, and Mason Bandhauer, who's committed to Iowa State. It's a pipeline of talent right in Colorado's backyard, and the Buffaloes are watching it flow elsewhere. Colorado's 2026 recruiting class isn't barren. There's four-star safety Preston Ashley already committed, along with three-star prospects Gavin Mueller, Damata Pico Jr., and Maurice Williams. But let's be real. Offensive linemen win games. Championships are built in the trenches. And if Coach Prime wants to take Colorado from headlines to hardware, he's got to start winning battles in the trenches, especially the ones happening in his own backyard. For Oklahoma, Schmitt is a massive get, literally and figuratively. As the Sooners prepare for the heightened competition of the SEC, adding a player with Schmitt's frame, skill set, and upside is exactly what they need. It's a continuation of their strategy to beef up the offensive line to match up with the big boys of the South, and Schmitt is embracing that challenge. He's not just committing to Oklahoma, he's bringing the smoke. "Horns down," he said. That's SEC swagger, and he hasn't even put on the jersey yet. For Deion Sanders and the Buffaloes, this one hurts. Schmitt was the kind of prospect who could have helped anchor the program for years. A local kid with national attention, a clear position of need, and the potential to be a fan favorite. Losing him to Oklahoma is a reminder that charisma and clout can only take you so far. You still have to win on the recruiting trail. The message is clear. The Buffaloes still have work to do. Coach Prime has already made huge strides in Boulder. He's brought the spotlight. He's brought excitement. He's even brought top-tier talent through the portal and the occasional high school star. But if Colorado wants to build something sustainable, something elite, something championship caliber, They'll need to stop letting stars like Deacon Schmitt leave the state.